Hello and welcome to Grassroots Music, Scotland's only weekly music TV show and the only one to put local acts first. I'm delighted to say my guest today is James Grant from Love and Money and a solo artist and collaborator.
I've been sleeping in the shallows too long, in the shadow of the gallows too long. Though the time has come, well, I must say I'm not happy, but I'm not afraid. I veered between resolve and despair, praying to a Savior who was never there. And the last thing that my body needs is one more 11th hour reprieve before she shot the arrow. I was aimless way. I've seen the black flag rise 1,000 times. All the people walk away. Darkening sky is riven in rains, and there is nothing left now but to punish me. And I know that there's no place above for the victims of the vagaries of love. Before she shot the arrow, I was in this way. I seen the black flag rise 1,000 times. All the people walk away.
James, when you were getting into music, who were the heroes, who were the people you wanted to be and inspired you?
Well, before I became a musician, I wanted to be a footballer, and I had a massive poster of Kenny Dalglish on my wall. Took that down when I was about 15, replaced it with Jimmy Page with the double neck Gibson, and then decided for about 4 years to be Jimmy Page. Grew my hair long, but I think it's, in those days, things were very visceral in terms of your approach to music. You would just hear something and it was kind of like a key turning in a door. And I remember the opening riff from A Whole Lot of Love. I heard it and that was it. You know, it was kind of like, I want to be part of this cult. I loved the sense of, it was the antithesis of, if you like, today, where people need to know so much about the minutiae of rock stars or entertainers' lives. You knew nothing about Led Zeppelin. They didn't even put their name on record covers. And it was this sort of cultish thing. They happened to be the biggest band in the world as well at the time. It was the same with Pink Floyd. Everything was understated. And I absolutely loved that. The fact that there was this sense of mystery. That I think, I don't want to like diss everything that's modern or sound like an old cynic, but like I say, it is the antithesis of that now, and probably to the detriment of the music, because it was all about the music.
Zeppelin's quite a heavy sound, but the Love and Money sound was quite sophisticated. I'm not going to use the term sophistopop, but it was quite sophisticated and smooth. How did you make that jump from being a Zepp fan to producing a sort of refined pop product?
I think if you ask anyone who their heroes are, they don't immediately try and sound like them. What Love and Money became and what they started out as are two entirely different things. I suppose initially I kind of probably wanted to get up people's nose a wee bit and be the anti-postcard band. That's not to say I didn't like what was happening postcard. I loved a lot of those records like Orange Juice, Aztec Camera, but I kind of wanted to annoy people, and I sort of thought I feel like a fusion of Led Zeppelin and Chic would be a cool thing. But it was maybe, again, this might sound cynical, but it was a means of getting a foot in the door for me. I suppose after our first record, I wanted to prove to people that I was more than just a haircut, that I could write and make good records.
Turns to dust, leaves the splinters of your trust. Forgive. Shine on, in the beauty of the storm I weathered. You could crack the stony sky with a single burning kiss. You could bleed the starless night like a desert oasis. Yeah, when love turns to dust, leaves the splinters of your trust. Forgive. Shine on, in the beauty of the storm I weathered. If you're the only star in countless constellations, won't you shine on the debris of my situation? Winter, 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 winter. Well, shine on in the beauty of the storm I will. When the promise that you made is broken or betrayed, like bigotry's poison stain. Countryside that's red, love turns to dust, leaves the splinters of your trust. Forgive, my forgive. Shine on, in the beauty of the storm I weather. Shine on, in the beauty of the storm. Winter, winter, winter. winter will shine on in the beauty of the storm I will. I will. I will.
Hello and welcome back to Grassroots Music, Scotland's only weekly music TV show. I'm delighted to say my guest today is James Grant. James, your social media, you're very, very honest about your feelings about the music industry.
I'm pretty self-deprecating, but it's a bit of a pose, really. I mean, I love myself, and I think I'm great.
It's better than not loving yourself, isn't it?
But I guess I'm sort of like the Lapsang Souchong of rock and roll, you know. I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
I noticed a couple of things when I had a wee scoot through last night, and you were talking about the need for quieter music tents at festivals for some artists, and the fact there was nothing anarchic left in the music industry. It did sound mildly kind of dispirited. I know it was tongue-in-cheek, but do you think the music industry has lost it a bit?
There isn't a music industry. There are only like 3 or 4 record companies. The rest are subsidiaries of them. I think what it's lost is a middle ground. You either take that or Lady Gaga, or you're trying to make a living. There isn't. It would be very disingenuous of me to be weeping into my teacup about the music industry when I was such a beneficiary of it. You know, I feel very, very privileged to have been indulged to the level that I was, but a band like Love and Money just simply wouldn't exist in today's climate because we wouldn't sell enough records and make enough money.
She's a work of art. Is this heaven? Just a state of art. Violence tips upon our lives, danger firm and storm. The world tried to pawn us like a protectorate. You know what they'll say, you needn't look any further than this. You need the touch of a lover's kiss, an irresistible flame. Was she something loving? She was all that and more. Epic watches on shores with supple beauty. She was all that, and you know it's my eyes that tell me she's a work of art. Is this heaven? Or just a state of art? On our hearts they're stepping. Why don't you gently ride the storm?
In a sense, the generation who came to see Love and Money and continue to come and see you now are the people who still go to gigs and still value live music and buying product.
Yeah, they still buy hard copy.
Yeah. So do you have an advantage then over younger artists, maybe?
My main advantage is my back catalogue, to be honest. I think that's the thing that why people will still come and see me. For a time, I might have been a bit chagrined about the fact that at concerts people would really just want to hear Love and Money songs, but I don't have such a problem with it now.
Why is that?
I guess I did a series of gigs a few years ago, and there were different themed nights. It was at the City Hall, and one of them I let the audience choose the songs, and I ended up playing some Love and Money songs that I hadn't played for a long time, and I enjoyed it. And I guess when you have a solo career, there is a tendency to drive away from the band that you were successful with, you know, to make a break. But as you get older, you perhaps reconcile yourself to the fact that you wrote these songs as well. Maybe when you were younger, maybe at different times.
It's more of the body
it's
of work.
all you.
I'm shipwrecked in the night, watched a girl with eyes like thin ice dive into these pools of blue, but I tripped over you. I curse these cool whispering lights, I curse the things keep me from you. Again my patience makes the climb, well my tears buy me time. In your light I crumble, forgot what I'd been told. I never thought that I could feel so old. You're at the center of everything I do. Wherever I go, I walk till I smile with you. I heard you say, dissolve in my arms, run to fall in these meadows, but you're just a memory from a mocking old dream. But I cling to my dreams, I'm drawn to things that kill me. It's safer to pretend that I'll deceive myself again. In your light I crumble, forgot what I'd been told. I never thought that I could feel so old. You're at the center of everything I do. Wherever I go, I walk till I smile with you. I've seen the whole world turn to gold. It's just like a fairground ride. Sometimes it turns out that the tyrants are the pearls. You'll always know someone loves you in this world. I want you to burn like I burn. I want you to burn like I burn. I'll wake up to the harsh light, spill my heart in a cold night. I've got too much time to kill. Wrote your name upon my wall. In your light I crumble, forgot what I'd been told. Never thought that I could feel so old. You are the center of everything I do. Wherever I go, I walk the last mile with you. 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 Slipped into my bloodstream through a severed vein, anesthetized the pain in a heart of lead. Now I know that you're not heaven sent. Maybe what you said wasn't what you meant. It went straight to my head. In your room, the street light was shimmering like a magic lantern, and I thought I must be dead. Your lips like ether, leaving me blind. You take me to a higher place, leave me behind. I feel that I'm on hallowed ground. Never allowed one to shelter me. I tuned the words till they sounded like lies. But then you came, kicked down my door. I saw you shine like a lighthouse on the shore. Sunrise and your smile. Somewhere in the silence, a rise above the fear of violence. You let me be rich for a while. With your lips like ether, leaving me blind. You take me to a higher place, leave me behind. Oh, I feel I'm on hollow ground. Yours is not the air that I breathe. Though I'm lost to all the beauty you see. I wanna believe, I wanna believe, yeah, yeah, yeah. Slipped into my bloodstream through a severed vein, anesthetized the pain in the heart of lead. I was hungry, I was weak, but at the time seemed so bleak. I won't forget. Sometimes when I'm with you, I feel nothing bad could happen to me, but now that is not true, that is not true. When your lips like ether, leaving me blind. You take me to a higher place, leave me behind. Well, I feel that I'm on hollow ground. Oh, now, your lips like ether. Your lips like ether. closer, leaving me blind, 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 leaving me blind. You take me to a higher place, and you leave me behind.
I spoke of those days in the 80s. There was a time when I really hated my voice. That's not an uncommon thing, by the way. I know, for example, we worked with Gary Katz, who produced Steely Dan. I know that Donald Fagen hated his voice.
John
Lennon. Now I really like it. I think maybe that's getting old, but I don't think I ever sang as good as I'm singing now. I think I'm better, and that makes me hesitate to use the word happy, but less sad.
It's like Town Van Sant. Why do you write miserable songs? And I don't write miserable songs, they're hopeless.
Yeah, don't let the sunshine fool you. Yeah.
Well, look, James, thanks very much for joining us. That's all we've got time for today in Grassroots Music. Remember, if you'd like to send us an email, it's grassrootsmusic@stv.tv. Join us again next week on Grassroots Music.